Hey, shalom, viewing audience. This is Israel United in Christ, and this is the Writings on the Wall radio show. Hey, right. To my right,
Officer Obadiah.
Shalom, Israel. Officer Elijah.
All right, I'm Officer David Israel. Most High in Christ bless.
And this is your place for end time news.
You better say it. You better say it.
You all right, Elijah. You all right. Let me tell you who's not right.
Hey,
IT.
Bring it out.
IT is not right.
Bring it out.
Put the camera on IT.
Put it over there.
Put it on him.
We sick of this.
You ain't right.
Look at all of them.
All of you ain't right.
This brother clapping. He ain't
right.
Another brother clapping. He ain't right.
Hey, what? No, give me my other sound, man. They done messed up my sounds too, bro.
Oh, wow.
Bruh.
Oh, damn.
Man, take the camera off. Now they're getting
real.
all.
Yeah.
They think they're getting some damn shine. Nah, man. Hey, I know y'all can tell by my mic, it's all little. I got the baby microphone today. Come up in the studio today, brothers done broke my damn microphone stand.
Right.
But we gonna be all right, man.
Right.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Another week. Back to discuss some good topics.
That's
right.
Like Officer Elijah always say, your place for end times news. So
that's right.
Yeah, we got some good stories out there for you for the viewing audience today. What we got?
Well, today, Cap, we got a lot. The news has been flooded, Cap. We got China food hoarding. We got the GoFundMe shut down, and then we got illegal information gathering from your friendly neighborhood white man.
Illegal information gathering.
Right.
Okay.
That was good, Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Toot on. You must have won last week.
Stop. Y'all all right, man. All right, man. Y'all ready? Or y'all got something else? I thought we was telling jokes today. You was telling a joke earlier, right, Officer?
He was, yeah. I want to bring it out, officer, with your glasses.
No, I was saying, this is my brother. They were pour light on his side, so I would say they need to give more light for my brother. That's all.
You talking about the dark-skinned bald-headed brother?
I was looking out for my brother. That's all.
Hey, put the spotlight on the dark-skinned.
He's all right.
Tommy Strong, what we call him.
Right.
Y'all better leave me alone.
Hey, what you were saying, Officer Elijah? You said they need to put together Captain Yahshua's formula for.
Oh,
damn!
All praise.
No. Hey, on him and my 3-year-old look alike.
Damn!
I'm sorry. Shout out to Benji.
Oh man! All right. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to the first topic. What we got, IT? Hopefully they can.
Hopefully.
Hopefully they got us right.
Right.
All right.
Woo. Your woolly mammoth jacket in that shot. Bro.
Okay. All right. Cut the music, IT. See, IT ain't in the spirit today.
They is not, bro.
Not in the spirit.
Dang.
Hey, what's this one? Yeah, read that for me. Gender neutral. Read that for me.
This is metronews.com. Schools told going gender neutral.
Hey, put the disclaimer off, please, so I can see the article. Thank you so much, IT. Thank you. Read that.
Schools told going gender neutral and dropping Mr. and Miss would benefit pupils.
So, okay, what they're saying? They're saying in the school system today, they're saying it'll be better off if they drop Mr. and Mrs.
Wow.
To keep it gender neutral. So my question is how the hell you gonna know who you addressing?
Right.
What the hell is this?
Bring it out.
If you can't say Mr. or Miss, what do you say? I'm confused. Because I know you in the school system, Officer Obadiah and Officer Elijah.
Yeah.
What would you say in that situation if you can't say Mr. or Mrs.?
I'll be honest with you. I already got caught with one of those incidents before.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It's
So hold on, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Are you telling me that a transgender came on to you? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. No, I'll give you a chance to clear it up because that's how I perceived it.
No. All right, let me explain it.
Okay,
Play the music.
all right, go ahead and explain it.
I'm
Explain it
saying
for us.
I had to deal with having a young man in the class that they changed gender to female, and I know that's a man.
Right.
And I address him as he, and the whole class went, oh.
What, they laughed?
They got mad at me because I addressed them wrong.
So what were you supposed to say?
Because I'm supposed to say she. So I call him by his name.
He had a full beard.
No,
No?
that's middle school.
So
A little
officer,
bit?
let
That's
me
middle
ask you
school.
this. So in this situation, they said they're trying to remove Mr. and Mrs. altogether, even if they didn't have
That
a sex change.
That would make it worse.
So
It would be worse.
Well, officer, I know you're in the school system too. So
yes.
what would you say? What would you call them?
That's going to create a bunch of confusion because, first of all, it's disrespectful for a child to call you by any name other than Mr. Your last name.
Bring it out.
Because that's creating an opportunity for disrespect in the classroom.
Right.
As well as you're going to have to, it's opening doors for confusion, and that ain't got nothing to do with God. Give me that in 1 Corinthians chapter.
Before you get the script, I don't even got my sound effects in there.
Yeah,
What's up
man.
with that? I don't even got my sound. I can't even give them a point. I ain't even got my. I'm pressing it. I'm like, what's wrong with it? It don't work. Oh,
There we go. There we
that worked. Okay, you got a point. You got
great.
a point.
Good point.
All right, read your scripture, man.
Give me 1 Corinthians 34 and 14.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 34.
Yeah, there you go. 33.
Verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
So understand, what they're creating is not of God. God is about order. God is about order in everything that he does. And when you read that Bible, God gives order in every element, every aspect of life. But this is creating confusion. There's going to be a lot more confusion after this gets established.
No, that's 100% correct. I'm agreeing with you because you got to see how that thing plays out, man. You're talking to your teacher and it's a man. Excuse me.
Yeah. Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Donald,
over there.
Donald.
you in the dress.
Exactly, man. But you're hitting it on the head, man, because that's gonna that's gonna allow all types of confusion
Yes, sir.
and disorder. Is gonna be
Right,
disrespect. You understand? And we all know what this is really about, to usher in that
Right.
homosexuality,
Right.
Yes, sir.
LGBTQ, all of that. Go back to the article for me. Read some more on that.
If you think about it, Cal, they're removing the respect for the teacher, but the teacher got to respect that student,
yeah.
whatever sex that they claim to
There
be.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go ahead.
LGBT plus activists believe teenagers will only benefit from gender neutral language.
Oh, Lord, they're saying that the children, but you see what they're doing. They're trying to target the children.
Right.
You understand? Because if you want to change anything, you indoctrinate the
Start
children,
at
and
the-
eventually they become adults.
Yes, sir.
You understand? And they're going to continue to indoctrinate the children. Go ahead.
And non-gender uniforms in schools.
Uh-huh.
Affirmative support like
Wait a
you-
second.
Non-gender.
Non-gender uniforms, man.
Wait a minute.
So you're going to have boys wearing skirts.
Right.
And girls wearing.
Yeah,
They already
let's
doing that
go to
anyway.
the script, man. Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon real quick.
Yeah.
I believe it's chapter 14, man. That's exactly what it's going back to. The same thing you saw in ancient Greece, Rome. You're seeing them do the same thing all over again here in the United States of America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great. Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, and actually start at verse 22, then jump down for me.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 22.
Come on.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they err in the knowledge of God.
Right, our people err in the knowledge of God. First and foremost, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites according to the Bible. Our people err in the knowledge of God because we do what? We follow after America. We follow after the fashions of the United States. Come on.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
That's what our people do. A lot of our people, they're not going to see no issue with this.
Right.
You understand? Because they don't know who they are. They don't know who their God is. And they believe in that American dream, which is actually a nightmare. When you
Right.
read the book of Job, it's actually a bad dream.
Yes, sir.
Read on.
Those so great plagues called they peace.
Right, those so great plagues. This is not a good thing. As evils increase on the earth, you understand? That's a plague. That's not a good thing. But they called it peace because they trust. They made a covenant with hell and death, like when you read in Isaiah the 28th chapter. Now, jump down to verse 26 because we want to talk about those uniforms, those school uniforms that say unisex. Watch this, verse 26.
Verse 26.
Come on.
Disquieting of good men.
Uh-huh.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Read.
Defiling of souls.
Uh-huh.
Changing of kind.
It says what?
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind. There's no such thing as unisex with the Most High.
Right.
Just like there ain't no such thing as biracial with
Right.
the Most High.
Bring it out.
It's either one or the other. Give me that one in Ecclesiastes 7 and 29, man. Much confusion. But they understand exactly what this is going to cause.
Right.
Okay, read that for me.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 to verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright.
God says that he made mankind upright. Read.
But they have sought out many inventions.
And this is how God made them upright. Genesis 5. Watch this. Genesis 5 and 2. And I want to go back to the article. Watch this.
The book of Genesis, chapter 5 and verse 2.
Come on.
Male and female created he them.
That's what he did. He created what? Male and female. There ain't no such thing as a unisex or a gender neutral.
At all.
It ain't in the Bible.
Right.
He made male and female. That's how God created us. And that's how it should stay. Right. You understand? Hey, go back to the article for me.
Cap, something crazy is you got to think about it. The Christian pastors came together to come against the Israelites, but they ain't coming together to stop this LGBT agenda.
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that either because when you read the book of John, the 11th chapter, if they do that, they're gonna take away their place in state.
Right.
The same thing, just like the Sadducees, they were set up by the Romans.
Right.
You understand, as the authoritative figure in the Sanhedrin in Jerusalem. So they was like, hey, we got to go by whatever Rome say. Otherwise, they're going to take away our status.
Right.
No more money, Creflo and TD Snakes. No more money.
Right.
But they got it. It's like you said, they're having all those secret councils against the Israelites, how they going to stop us.
Right.
Why are there so many young African Americans interested in Israelites? Because we teach the truth.
That's
why.
right.
We ain't sugarcoating nothing. We don't care about no status here in America because this ain't our rest.
That's right.
You understand? Hey, I said go back to the article. Go back to the article for me.
Affirmative support, like using gender-neutral phrases to avoid discrimination in schools, will only improve the mental health of many children.
Come on.
An LGBT plus activist said, the latest guidance given to schools to drop titles like Mr. and Miss seems to have added fuel to the debate of LGBT plus rights in the UK, the Telegraph reported. In a workshop called Getting the Language Right for 2022, funded by the National Education Union, Dr. Ellie Barnes said the education sector should be moving towards a gender-free model.
Should be moving towards a gender-free model. It said get the language right?
Right.
What? Yeah. What is right according to the Bible? Give me that one. What was that? Deuteronomy, right? 6 and 17.
Yes, sir.
So they saying get the language right. God didn't make a mistake.
That's right.
That's the thing about it. The white man, because they believe they are God, they believe, what was that, like 2 weeks ago, they changed the definitions.
Right.
You understand that they came up with, they changed the definitions. Now they're saying that we have to get the language right according to gender neutralism, which is, you can't find that.
Right.
That's not a thing. That's a new thing on the earth, man.
Right.
All right, what I call? Deuteronomy, read that. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 17.
Come on.
Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God.
The Bible says we shall diligently. You know, you got to be diligent. You got to keep up with it. Mm-hmm. You understand why? Because it's prophesied that later on there would be what? There would be wolves to come in. There'd be doctrines of devils.
Right.
You understand? That's going to try to pervert this gospel.
Right.
Believe it or not, you got Christians, not real Christians, but self-proclaimed Christians that are gender neutral.
The hell is this?
You understand?
Damn.
They're infusing this wickedness with the religion. Because I can't say with the Bible, because it ain't in here.
Right.
You ain't gonna find it. I ain't never got to worry about them trying to infuse anything with the Bible, because you can't find it in the Bible. You understand? Read on for me.
In his testimonies.
So we got to keep God's commandments and his testimonies. Come on.
In his statutes, which he hath commanded thee.
Read.
And thou shalt do that which is right.
There it is. They need to get their language right.
Right.
According to the Bible, he made man and woman. There's a dress code for man. There's a dress code for women.
Right.
Hey, Daniel 3:21. Watch this. Make it easy, man. Make this thing very, very, very easy for our people out there, because it's sick. Think about it. Actually, I want to show you something. Give me Acts 15. I think it's 22. I want real quick. I'm going to put a comparison together, because you got to think about how it was with the apostles, right? When it came to the Gentiles, when it came to our brothers and sisters who were scattered abroad, think about what they were dealing with. And that's why Paul said, you know what? When you're dealing with, Peter. Yeah, Peter said, when you're dealing with them, make sure to teach on this. Right. Make sure to teach on these things. Acts 15 and 22. Read that.
The book of Acts, chapter 15 and verse 22. Then pleased it the apostles and elders with the whole church to send chosen men of their own company to Antioch.
Start at verse 20. My apologies.
Verse 20.
Come on.
But that we write unto them, that they abstain from pollutions of idols.
Because that's what was going on. You understand? The pollutions of the idols, that's what was going on in the different Gentile countries. Come on.
And from fornication.
And from fornication.
And from things strangled. And from blood.
Right. So he said, hey, do me a favor, turn the AC on in here. It's hot. Sheesh.
It is hot.
It is hot.
These scriptures out here.
Hey,
that's what it is.
Hey, read that again, verse 20.
Verse 20. But that we write unto them, that they abstain from pollutions of idols.
Come on.
And from fornication. And from things strangled. And from blood.
Right. So guess what? The apostles, that's what they wrote. Those are the epistles that they wrote to the different churches at Galatia, Ephesus, Thessalonica. Why? Because that's what they were facing.
Right.
So same thing. I know there's new brothers and sisters that's coming out of this lifestyle that they really thought it was okay for a man to wear a dress. They thought it was okay for women to wear pants. So guess what we got to do? Go to Daniel 3:21.
Bring it out.
We got to teach that. Because that's what's going on here. As easy as it is to be understood by us because we know better, because we got the language right according to God's commandments.
Right.
Guess what? Our brothers and sisters out there, they don't have it the same way as us.
Right.
Because this is what Babylon is pushing. Give me that, Daniel 3.
The book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse 21.
Come on.
Then these men were bound in their coats.
Right, these what?
These men.
These men. It ain't no unisex. It ain't no gender neutral. It says these men, come on.
Were bound in their coats.
Read.
Their hosen.
Their hosen is going to what? That's going into pants.
That's
right.
You understand? These men wore coats and pants. Come on.
And their hats.
And their hats. You understand? Not no feminine hat.
Right.
Not no Sunday church deaconess hat.
Hell no.
They manly caps. You understand? Come on.
Right.
And their other garments.
And their other garments that pertain to their sex.
That's right.
Don't get it confused, man. Hey, before we go back, what y'all got? David, you go.
Hey, on a real quick, Cap, man, you bringing it the hell out. All right, so real quick, on to give me Romans on the 1 and 30. All right, because it boils down to these people hate on God.
That's right.
All right, when it comes down to the LGBTT, QRST, and PU,
The whole alphabet.
so they hate on the God.
Right.
All right, now read that real quick.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 30.
Read.
Backbiters. Haters of God. Despiteful. Proud. Boasters.
Boasters.
Inventors of evil things.
Inventors of evil things. All right, now, so they taking out on the Mr. and the Mrs. All right, it was a few years ago back on probably 6 or 7 years ago, they had on the Gender Bender Day.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
And
talking
on the
about.
high school.
Yeah.
On where the boys would come dresses on the cheerleaders and all this
Like
other
during
stuff.
homecoming week.
Yeah. So this stuff is on the manifest in 2022 to the fullest. All right, it's all on the going into the wickedness of this kingdom, and they hate the laws of God, and they hate what this Bible stands for.
No, you're 100% correct. Hey, do me a favor, for sake of time, let's go to the next. We got to drop that. Let's go to the next article or video, whichever one. Come on, IT.
Of a UFO. Well, it certainly got alien hunters excited, that's for sure. 2 Black Hawk helicopters were seen escorting a tic-tac-shaped bright glowing orb through the skies of Connecticut in the US. Raw video taken from a security camera in late January appears to show the flying war machines carefully guide a mysterious flashing object through the night sky. Some say it's a police chopper looking for a suspect, others a military drill. But UFO hunting hopefuls believe it's a space vessel, and said space vessel is actually chasing the Black Hawks. What do you think it is?
He's so crazy.
Damn. You got the chariot chasing the helicopter.
You better go and get up out of here.
Hey, man. Hey, what's that one in Zechariah 5 real quick? But then I want to hit this next article as well, because these occurrences, of course, every time we, get them every once in a while, we want to put them on here to let the people know the time is definitely approaching.
That's
You
right.
understand?
Yes, sir.
But
Right.
I like this one, man. It showed the chariot chasing the helicopter,
Right.
man. Watch this right here, Zechariah 5 and 1. Come on.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Come on.
Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse.
This is here's a kicker. So that flying roll obviously is the chariot,
Right.
chariot of the Most High.
Right.
It says that the reason this chariot comes, all right, to different lands is why it's a curse first and foremost. But read on.
That goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth
It say for everyone that stealeth, come on,
shall be cut off, as on this side according to it.
right? It says shall be cut off as on this side according to it. Now, give me the next video, man. Understand these occurrences, they're going to increase in these last days. This one crazy, man. I seen this like 3 days ago. Watch this. So you got a flock of birds just flying in Mexico. Boom.
Damn.
And they fall like a damn box of tools,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
All together out of nowhere. Hey, rewind that. So people they're trying to say that they all hit a power line at the same time. That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that the birds all hit a power line at the same time and they all fell and dropped. Okay. Hey, play that again.
It's a big old power line.
Damn.
Oh.
That's a lot of
Bruh.
birds.
Bruh, Officer Obadiah, what you got?
Hey, one thing I'll say in that regard, man, it's showing you that the Most High God is showing us all type of wonder. For those of you that don't believe, should make you start wondering that, hey, God is real.
Yep. IT.
IT.
You gotta-
IT strikes again.
You got to love them.
Yeah. If you don't, you end up. Oh, gosh. I had to censor my language right there. All right, go ahead, officer, before you were so rudely interrupted.
Damn.
One thing that we felt, all these things that you see going on are exactly what the Bible is saying you will see happen before the return of the Messiah. So guess what? These are proof of the sign and wonder. Things that don't usually happen are happening before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the chariot that you had saw earlier, like Cap brought out, showing you all these things are evidence to show you the time is near. The Most High God is putting things in place. If you don't get right, hey, you will be a part of the destruction.
Right.
Hey, real quick. Let's go to that actually. Give me 2nd Ezra 5.
Yep. There you go.
2nd Ezra 5, and give me verse. I want to start at verse 7 because we started with the confusion of the gender neutral.
Yeah.
No
Yes,
more
sir.
Mr. No more Mrs. All right, but all of these they go hand in hand, man. All right, read what you got.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Come on.
In the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish, and make a noise in the night.
Right. It says the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish.
Right.
All right. What is it casting out? Just like when you read, was it Revelations 12? It cast out like a flood. That confusion, that
Right,
doctrine,
right.
those
Yes, sir.
lies. What is it casting out right now? The homosexual agenda.
Right.
Yep.
You understand that gender neutral, LGBT plus.
Plus, yes.
You understand?
everything.
I don't even know. I don't want to know what the plus is. You understand?
this?
Every other letter in the Bible. I mean, in the alphabet.
Hey, read that again.
In the Sodomite sea
Come on.
shall cast out fish, and make a noise in the night.
Right. Since when was it cool to be gay?
hell
Oh,
is
bring
this?
it out.
Making noise and like, when did this happen? What's going on here? You understand? Read.
Which many have not known.
Which many have not known, because everybody know you know, I'm not that old, but I got some years, you understand?
Okay,
But
a
I
couple.
know when I was growing up, it was not cool to be a punk.
You better
understand?
keep your ass in that
In the
closet.
closet. That's
real,
right.
bro.
That's right.
I've seen,
no coming out the
you
closet.
seen brothers get the hands for that.
Right.
You understand?
Bring
So,
it up.
but now you getting, officer, you said in your own classroom,
Damn.
you getting corrected by calling a boy by his actual gender.
The hell is this?
Things have changed dramatically. A voice in the night when we least expected it, but now it's the new norm.
Yeah.
Right. It's the new norm now, bro. Read on.
But they shall all hear the voice thereof.
Come on.
There shall be a confusion also in many places.
There it is. It's
Yep.
confusion in many places. All right, everywhere. And you know who the author of the confusion is? United States of America.
That's right.
That's what's
White
spreading that
man.
confusion everywhere.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Read on.
And the fire shall be off sent out again.
It says, and the fire shall be offset. This is going into what we're warning the people of. This is your place for end times news, the trials and the tribulations, the famines, you understand, the insurrections, all of that. That's going into the fiery trial right there. Come on.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
Right. Saying in the wild beasts. Well, we just saw them birds, man, migrating to different places.
Right.
You ever see when the like the whales wash the beach whales? You understand? Different migrations of these wild beasts. What are we saying? We're living in the last days, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, see, like what you just pointed out, Cap, we got to understand that during the time of Egypt, they never saw those phenomenons happen before. Even if we saw that today, we will still be amazed. The Bible say our salvation going to be so great that we're not even going to brag on the things that happened during the time of Egypt. We're not even going to mention those things no more. So when we see these things, we know there's more to come. It's way more of these things to happen because God is going to deliver us from the oppression that we're getting in Babylon every day. Like, y'all think this is a great place to be. This is a nightmare.
Hey, real quick. Hey, I want to do a rundown before we go to the next topic. Bring the topic box up real quick. I want to do a quick rundown. We had some more on that. Yeah. Go to America Flees. Play that real quick. We should have like 2-3 minutes.
They told him to get the hell out.
Yeah.
IT, click on the box. Come on, man.
Come on, play it,
is
man.
undefeated.
Yeah, they consistent now.
Yeah.
It says America flees Ukraine. Come on, IT. It's topic 1. Somebody help.
Anybody.
Somebody.
He needs some milk.
Come on now.
Take a point away from IT.
Hey, for real, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'll get less points.
Yeah. Are y'all serious? Y'all really can't pull this up? Come on, man. I'm trying to run through the show, man.
Let's
y'all
go,
holding this up,
man.
I'm trying to go to the next topic. Come on, brothers. Help me out here. You turn the music
We have
down,
not
please?
yet verified that. We have not yet verified the Russian military units are returning to their home bases. Indeed,
So stop.
our analysts
So
indicate-
he talking about Russia's been saying, hey, calm down,
Right.
we gonna return. We just doing drills by the border. Boom, 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 boom.
Hell nah.
So Biden said we haven't confirmed none of that. Go ahead.
that they remain very much in a threatening position. And the fact remains, right now, Russia has more than 150,000 troops encircling Ukraine and Belarus and along Ukraine's border. An invasion remains distinctly possible. That's why I've asked several times that all Americans in Ukraine leave now before it's too late to leave safely.
Hey, you know why he's saying that, right? You remember his tobacco over there in was that Afghanistan?
Yeah.
You remember that? You got a lot of slack
And the
because of
dude
that.
got killed over there.
Oh, a few people got killed over there.
An ambassador or something like that.
Yeah, a few people got killed over there, man. So he's saying what? Russia, they're saying, hey, calm down. They're saying the West and NATO is making it bigger than what it really is. Go to the next one. Next article for me. Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord.
IT, what's up? IT, thank you so much. Play that. We need volume, IT.
Volume.
We need volume. Oh, gosh. Hey, anybody got something to say while we wait for IT? I don't know how long this could take.
We gonna pray and fast for him, man. This is crazy. All good?
Russian invasion of Ukraine would bring swift and severe costs. U.S. officials saying a full-scale Russian attack.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're grabbing burgers for
Who
dinner.
put that commercial in there? Who put that commercial in there?
I can't make this up.
Hey, hey.
The president speaking by phone to Putin for a little over an hour this morning. The call coming as Russian forces conduct live fire exercises in nearby Belarus and massive naval drills in the Black Sea. More than 30 warships now there. A Russian sub spotted on its way from Turkey. U.S. officials ordering nearly all the remaining embassy staff in Ukraine to leave now as the threat of an invasion looms. U.S. troops on the ground ground now in Romania, supporting NATO forces. More than 3,000 members of the 82nd Airborne arriving soon in the region. Now, despite the urgent warnings tonight, Russia denying it intends to invade. ABC's senior national correspondent Terry Moran leading us off from Ukraine.
Tonight, an urgent last-ditch effort at diplomacy. President Biden holding high-stakes talks with Vladimir Putin, seeking to stop a Russian invasion of Ukraine, which the U.S. says could happen in the coming days. Biden and Putin spoke for an hour on the phone today, the president warning that a Russian attack would cause widespread human suffering and that the U.S. and its allies would respond decisively with swift and severe cost.
Wow. All right, so yeah, talking the same thing, going back and forth when we quoted Revelations, the 6th chapter, going into, you know, it's the European nations that's causing all of the anarchy, all the issues on the earth. You understand? Yeah. But I found this funny. Go to the one for Russia. When Russia says they don't care about what Biden talking about. This thing's hilarious, bro. Watch this. All right, go ahead.
This is RTnews.com. We don't give a about sanctions. Russia's ambassador in Sweden has called NATO's expansion the biggest threat to Moscow.
Go ahead.
Russia's ambassador to Sweden did not mince his words when he delivered a strong rebuke to the West's coercive measures on Sunday. Excuse my language, but we don't give a about sanctions. Victor Tarantes told Stockholm Daily.
Okay. Hey, Russia ain't playing for the second time. We do got to drop it. Hey, let's take this call before we go to the next topic, man. We just trying to keep the people up to date about what's going on. Caller, what's your question or your comment?
Some big words in that article.
Shalom, caller, can you hear me? What's your question or your comment?
Caller, are you there?
Are they there? They hung up? Can't hear you, caller. We can't hear you. All right, the call dropped.
They gone.
Hey, for the second time, let's get into the next topic.
Bring it out.
Topic number 2. Privacy invasion. Okay, yeah. Privacy invasion. Click that first video or whatever it is, article. Go ahead.
This is the WashingtonPost.com. Senators, CIA has secret program that collects American data. Washington, the CIA has a secret undisclosed data repository that includes information collected about Americans. 2 Democrats on the Senate Intelligence Committee said while neither the agency nor lawmakers would disclose specifics about the data, the senators alleged the CIA had long hidden details about the program from the public and Congress.
So, in a nutshell, they've been spying on us.
Right.
Now, I mean, think about it. What else is really new?
Right, exactly.
Go ahead, officer.
No, man, they've been doing this like on the 10 years prior, 15 years prior. All right, they use on the Hollywood, like it's been on several different movies, like on Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
Enemy of the States.
All right, on Enemy of the State. And they actually show you, they actually watching your privacy. All right, and why have all the cell phones in America got on the cameras on them? All right, your video on the video games has on the cameras on them now. All right, on the computers have on the cameras on them. Why? All right, man, they want to hear what you're saying and on to see what you're doing in your homes. It ain't new.
Right.
Well, there's also something called COINTELPRO.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand?
Dang, bring it out, Cat. Yeah, that's heavy.
When it comes, to our leaders, we're used to this.
Yes, sir.
We 100% used to this. The American public, they feel like their rights are being violated, which it is. It is being violated, but like you said, it's nothing new under the sun, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to the video real quick. Go to the video. Excuse me.
IT.
Yeah, man. You just got to give them 1 minute and 30 seconds, then they'll do it. So just
CIA documents reveal the agency has been collecting Americans' private data in a previously undisclosed surveillance program that has been capturing such information for years. Now, the evidence came to light after 2 senators asked the agency's director to declassify a study into its intelligence gathering. The findings revealed an order by President Reagan in 1981 that expanded the power of such agencies. It allowed the CIA to embark on its own bulk collection program. The The senators say it reveals an attack on the privacy of the American people.
The CIA has secretly conducted its own bold program. What these documents demonstrate is that many of the same concerns that Americans have about their privacy and civil liberties also apply to how the CIA collects and handles information under executive order. These documents reveal serious problems associated with warrantless backdoor searches of Americans.
We didn't even know about this until the senators accidentally stumbled on it and asked for clarification from the CIA, and then asked the CIA to declassify the letter that they received.
Hey, pause that real quick. So you always have what you call your whistleblowers.
Yeah.
Right.
Was that Psalm 64 and 6? Is that the one I want?
Yes,
Or
sir.
8? One of them?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, yeah, you got your whistleblowers, Esau, ratting out Esau. But at the end of the day, think about it. Even when Hoover was over it, the CIA, right? They're the counterintelligence program, right?
Yeah.
So you have different levels when it comes to the police. You have the police, FBI, CIA, all of them. But when you really think about it, who is over the CIA? Who makes sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Right.
White, you're gonna leave that to other white people?
Right.
You got to think about that thing, man. So,
Right.
like when we see things like that, we shouldn't be surprised. Read what you got real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 8.
Come on.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Right. So they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So this is doing nothing more than what? God's preparing us, and this is revealing the devil for who
Right.
he is.
Yes, sir.
What's that? 2 Thessalonians real quick. He's revealing them for who they truly are in these last days.
That's right.
You understand? So you thought you had civil liberties. You thought you had your privacy. Nope.
Right.
White man is telling you we keep it tabs. Like officer said, they're listening to you.
Yeah.
I give you a point on that. Give you a late point on that. They're listening to your conversations. Yeah. They're listening to us right now, but that's all right.
That's all right.
That's
they
all
can't
right.
stop this runaway train, man.
Exactly. Read what you got.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right. It says that day shall not come unless there come a falling away first. Come on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Right. When things like this come out, when the whistleblowers come out, that's how he's getting revealed.
Right.
Officer Elijah, you had something on that?
Yeah, I often say, Cal, you got to think about it. These are the same people who make the rules for America that they break the rules and nothing ever happens to them.
Bring it up.
They continue to break the rules that they make for us, but then again, they hold us to a higher standard. They put us in jail for a little small infraction.
Just like that dope. That I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Winter Olympics, but you had an American who was
the
doping,
sister, yeah.
Right.
but she got to compete.
Oh.
But Sha'Carri Richardson,
Yeah, the track star.
yeah, when the Olympics just passed,
They
for,
said, hell
she couldn't
no.
compete.
Right.
But no, this is just a back of what you're saying. It's a double standard. Go
Right.
ahead.
That's right.
Matter of fact, give me that in Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4, just to show you that's actually scriptural. See, our people think that this is the land of whatever they look at America as, but they don't realize this is a nightmare. Nothing. You're never going to get treated equal. God told us we were going to be on the top, and if we didn't keep his commandment, we're going to be at the bottom. And that's where we at, that we're going to stay until Christ comes. Read that.
Right.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Read.
Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment don't never go forth.
So when it comes to the Edomites, the white man, the judgment ain't going to ever go forth as it comes forth towards us. Say we had a call?
Yeah. Hey, Shalom, caller, what's your question or your comment?
Comment,
Hey, Shalom. Oh, we can hear us in the
turn down your
background.
radio, sis.
Hey, Shalom, family, what's your question or your comment?
Shalom, Captain.
Hey,
Is
Shalom.
this going to?
Oh, we can hear.
Okay.
What's your question or your comment?
Question and comment. Is this going to segue into when they say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction? Is this what this is leading into?
I wouldn't go in that route, but what, you had a comment on that?
When they say peace and safety. Yeah, because they're in the process of discussing that right now, right? With the talk.
You said with what, sis? I didn't hear that.
isn't that what's in progress now? You know, Putin saying that he's de-escalating. They're saying there's nothing to be de-escalated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting very exciting.
Oh yeah, it is, sis. You in the spirit. Yeah, this is the greatest time to be on earth. Also, one of the most craziest times as well.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, sis, definitely. When it comes to that situation, think about it. Russia's not gonna let you know when they're gonna invade, right?
Yes, sir.
You understand? So they're gonna tell you, yeah. It was just a training exercise. Yeah, we're gonna send the troops back. We just playing. We just playing. And then, yeah, of course. It's exactly when you think it's peace, sis, that's when they're gonna attack.
They can't even set off an itty-bitty nuclear bomb, right? The itty-bitty would be like an A-bomb, what they bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima with it, right? An itty-bitty?
Itty-bitty, yeah. With the itty-bitty today, with today's technology, yeah. And the itty-bitty ain't itty-bitty, ain't no itty-bitty no more. Right. So, yeah, you on point with that, sis. Hey, where you calling from, sis?
Orlando. I'm from the Orlando camp. I'm in Daytona Beach.
Okay, all praise to the Most High
Captain
God.
OC? Yeah. Captain OC and Captain Tazayawan.
Yeah, Captain OC, that's my brother right there. So all praises. All praises. Hey, thank you for calling in, my sister.
Thanks for taking the call. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
Most High in Christ
Shalom,
bless.
sis. Shalom,
Hey,
sis.
real quick, give me Zephaniah. This scripture came to mind. What's that? Zephaniah chapter 3. I think that's the one. You said we got a caller? Oh, they hung up? Okay. They're calling. Okay, let's take the call, and then I'll go to the script. They want to get back to this.
Hello?
Hey, shalom. Most High in Christ bless. What's your question or your comment?
Oh, man, shalom. Most High in Christ bless you all. I'm David, and I'm calling from Chicago. I just wanted to comment on something that I was looking at you guys talking about, and they've been actually watching any type of group that unifies, especially the Israelites, for over like 4 or 5 decades, going back to like when Malcolm X was assassinated. But if you look nowadays at certain shows like Snowfall, they'll tell you like the CIA is the one who runs everything in, and they always pinpoint and find a way to, put it off on somebody else. But like you guys have been saying, no one has to answer. Like, who's in charge of this CIA group?
Right.
And that's the real scary thing. But all praise to Most High. You prophets bringing out this truth and giving us the girdle to stand on. Because as long as we're in these law, statutes, and commandments, there shouldn't be no fear. All praise, Most High in Christ. Bless you all. Shalom.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
Hey, for the sake of time, let's get back on topic. Where was we at?
Right.
What was the article we was at? I want to get my focus back because the time is definitely running out. Help me out, IT. I'm asking where we at. Come on, help me out.
For the article,
CIA analyst, Cap.
Okay, thank you. Drop that for me. Go to the next article, please. I want to stay on track. Read that for me. Come on.
Let's go.
This is TheGuardian.com. New Yorkers in high stop and frisk areas subject to more facial recognition tech.
There you go. It says New Yorkers in high stop and frisk areas subject to more facial recognition tech. Hey, I don't know. Hey, y'all know this is my show. When it comes to TV, there's a series called Prison Break, man. It used to come on Fox. That's my joint right there. I be watching Prison Break like seasonally on Hulu. Because Prison Break, it keep you up to date like what was going on right now. You understand? So what they would do, this is called the company, right? Mm-hmm. So the company, they're the higher ups that control the world. You understand? And they show you that in Prison Break. So what they did when they had like defectors, or if they had anybody that came against them, or they looking for somebody, they would do this right here. You understand? And this tech has been around for years. Don't let it fool you. They've been doing this, but now it's coming out to let you know that they're invading your privacy.
Right.
But they've been doing facial recognition with the traffic stoplights.
Yep.
They're there.
Yeah.
They're there on buildings. You understand? cameras everywhere to facially recognize you. So I know a lot of people, they think they can get away. No. If Esau wants you, they're going to get you, bro.
Right.
That's what you got to understand. This man, his technology, give me that in Daniel 12 real quick.
Than that.
I want the technology real quick. Daniel 12. And I want, was it verse 4?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge shall be increased. That's going into the technological advances right there. It says, and their knowledge shall be increased in these last days. Officer Obadiah, what you got?
Hey, all praises that we get to live in these times. All we got to do is making sure that we get our mind right, for real. Message. Yeah, we got to get our mind right and start following what God's required from us. As you can see, even those games that you see you playing, like Officer was saying earlier, and people now using their phone for everything. Like, you know, they want to share stuff on Facebook, everything that they doing. And a lot of brothers get locked up, too, on doing those foolish stuff like that. Want to show how much money they have, want to show their guns, not knowing that they're being monitored in everything. You have infidelity. Everything is going on live. Even people got killed openly live on why? Because they have all these different avenues that they put out there for people to see. That's crazy.
Hey, let's go to the next article. Let's go to the next article real quick. Go ahead, read that, IT. Come on.
This is RTnews.com. George Washington University apologizes for tracking students.
You see that? It says, apologies for tracking students. You said they call back? Hey, IT, do me a favor. Pause the timer when we take calls, please.
For real, man.
Gosh, IT be killing us, man.
Y'all shortchanging us right now.
Yeah, take the call, please, but pause the timer. I realized, like, dang, the timer going fast today.
Right.
They
hung up too? Okay.
Goodness. Hey, call the call back, but make sure y'all pause it, please. Go back to the article.
The educational institution has apologized for failing to notify students, faculty, and staff of a data analytics program which monitored their locations.
Go ahead.
The university president said the program used data from Cisco Wi-Fi points to determine density and use of building by students. I want to be clear that even though the technical capacity may exist to track individuals across our campus, such a capacity was not utilized, the uni president said.
Hey, I want to bring out a point real quick. I'm going to give it back to you, Dave, but check this out. So what are we saying? We saying, hey, Esau, they reach is very, very far, right? So there's no escaping that as much as you think you can. But if his reach is that far, isn't the Most High's reach even further?
Right.
You understand? So we saying that we're being watched under a microscope, right? Give me Ezekiel 9:4 real quick.
Bring it out.
This is the eagle eye, you understand, that we really gotta be fearful of.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, we know Esau, they could put an end to this fleshly body, but at the end of the day, it's the Most High God that controls everything. That's the eyes that we need to be watching first. Actually, give me the one in Sirach first, then I want Ezekiel 9:4. All right. Was that Sirach 37? Is that the one I want? 1,000 times brighter?
Sirach.
30 what? What is it? Somebody help me out. Not 37.
27. Is it 27?
Well, somebody back there find it for me, please. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sheesh. Okay. Sirach 23 and verse 19.
There you go.
These brothers, armor bearers. What's 7 seconds at? Sheesh. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 19.
Come on.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
There it is. It says, should a man only fear the eyes of man? That's what we're going over right now, the CIA and the counterintelligence and all these spies and all that facial recognition or whatever. But that's how a lot of our people are. They fear America more than they fear God.
Right.
That's the issue right there. Read that again for me.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
Come on.
And knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
It says that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Finish that off.
Beholding all the ways of men.
It says beholding all of the ways of men. Damn. It says beholding all of the ways of men. You understand? From day one.
Right.
Not through technological advancements. Right. Why are they doing this? Because they want to be like God.
Yes.
Right.
That's why you see them doing these things. And to ultimately, what? To stop the Israelites. That's what they want to accomplish.
There you go, right there. Yep.
All right. Hey, give me the one I called in Ezekiel 9:4.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4.
Come on.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of men that sigh.
Right. So the Most High, he has his angels that go out and set a mark on those who sigh and what?
And that cry.
Come on.
For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
There it is. So we got to be on point. We got to be on point, not because Esau watching. You understand? Because the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth, is watching.
That's right.
That's why we got to be on point with God.
Yes, sir.
Elijah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Give me that in Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. Because what we saw in the article, they're trying to apologize for something that they created to do what it did. When they created it, they knew what their intentions were to do. Let's see what the Bible says about our enemy, because if you read up in verse 10, it tells you never trust your enemy. So let's see what else it says. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
That's why he's apologizing. That's why he's saying, oh, it was my bad. It wasn't. I didn't mean it like that. It was a mistake, Read.
But in his heart, he imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
That's why he's watching you. That's why he's watching every move you do, so he can know how to destroy you if you ever make a mistake or try to go up against him, Read.
He will weep with his eyes.
He will do what?
He will weep with his eyes.
That was his apology he just put in the news. He wouldn't apologize if they didn't find out.
Right.
Read.
But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
So he's going to destroy you utterly.
Hey, we mentioned it earlier with enemy of the state. That's exactly what they did to that man. Once he found out something he wasn't supposed to find,
Right.
bruh, they froze his. Oh, and we're going to get to that later on. Y'all stay tuned.
Right.
Yeah, we got something in topic 3. They froze his bank accounts. They brung up his past against him to try to break up him and his wife.
Right.
They tried to do any and everything to destroy that man.
Right.
All right, and that's exactly what they do. All right, what time is it? Yeah, we can take a quick call. Hey, Shalom, caller, what's your question or your comment?
Hello?
Hey, Shalom, what's your question or your comment?
Shalom. Well, my comment is, well, we all know that the eagle is the Edomite symbol, and the eagle is one of the animals, well, the bird with the best sight. And they use it for looking at everything. So that's what the Edomites do with the satellites, with all the cameras all over the place. So that's my comment.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises, Benji.
Hey. Oh, from the Virgin Islands.
Yes.
Benji, big up.
Virgin Islands, St. Thomas specifically, and I also want to say that we need a school in St. Thomas.
In St. Thomas. We've been there a few times.
Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
I saw you guys when you were here on the cruise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All praise to the Most High.
We have quite a few people here that look at you guys on the internet, but we need a place to gather together and, get in the scripture.
Can you do me a favor? Can you email me, please? Can you take this down for me? IUIC dot Tallahassee at IsraelUnite.org.
Okay. IUIC Tallahassee at IsraelUnite.org.
Don't forget the dot in between IUIC and Tallahassee. All right.
Okay.
Most High Christ bless you, brother.
Shalom, bro.
Hey, let's go to Matthew 24 real quick to build off a topic that our brother from St. Thomas just sprung out. Matthew 24. He's talking about the satellites. Do me a favor. Start at verse 29. Watch this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 29.
Come on.
Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light.
Right, so this is going into the return of the Lord, the return of Jesus to Christ. Come on.
And the stars shall fall from heaven.
It says the stars shall fall from heaven. It's twofold. It's going into the missiles and it's going into those satellites that are going to be falling from heaven. Remember, those satellites, they up there trying to watch
everything.
They trying to have a first view of when Christ and the host come back.
Right.
Lord, you understand? That's what they're trying to do. But it says it's not gonna matter because they're gonna fall from heaven. They're gonna fall just like Esau. We got one more caller. Yeah, we could do one more caller. We should have enough time to finish the last topic. Hey, Shalom caller, what's your question or comment?
Shalom, most on Christ bless. This is Sister Kaya from IUIC. I'm in Connecticut. I just want to just make a quick comment.
Go ahead, sis.
On how they want to track you on everything. Because I have a job where they want to know your location, they want to know where you at, and they keep asking you. So, you know, I just said today, I just made a post today on my Facebook page. Everywhere you go, they want to track you for everything, even in different apps. So they also asking to be my Facebook friend, and saying this is like, no, I already said no. But you asked me if I could win a prize if I could be your Facebook. I said I don't need you to be my Facebook. So I already have signed a contract that I don't work on a Sabbath. So now she keeps sending me jobs. I got to work on the weekend. So I told her, I said no. I said when I first signed up with your agency, because I do private duty, I said I'm not gonna work on a Sabbath. So it's like, you saw they keep trying, and she keep coming. My boys keep coming different kind of ways, but. You're so true. Esau is wicked. And that's all I have a comment for tonight. Keep up the great work, leadership.
All praise. Thank you for calling, sis.
All right. Shalom, most in Christ, bless family.
All praise, all praise. So, yeah, our sister's definitely exemplifying wisdom at work. All praise to the Most High God. But, yeah, man, we can go ahead and wrap this one up, man. We got to make sure that we are vigilant.
Right.
And we are staying diligent, not for Esau, but for the Most High God.
That's right.
All right. All right, let's go to the last topic for the day. Topic 3. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, I've been waiting for this one right here. This is the Freedom Convoy going on with the truckers in Canada. Now, I mentioned Prison Break, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to bring out my Prison Break.
Here you go. The history of Prison Break
sermon real quick. Yeah. Nah, it's heavy, man. Hey, if you haven't seen Prison Break, I recommend it. It's on Hulu. Get your Hulu subscription. And then cancel it after you're done watching Prison Break. All right? So
7 days free.
There you go. Watch it in 7 days. But nah, you need to watch that thing because what they're starting to do to these truckers, man, is horrible. You understand? But we know that's coming for us as well. Okay? Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, take it.
Callers is calling in tonight. All praise.
Yeah, we got a little time. We're just going to have to really stay on task tonight.
Right.
Hey, IT, can you stop the timer, please?
Right.
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your question or your comment?
Shalom, brother.
Hey, shalom.
Back, I see.
Benji.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
When I ran across one of your brother them, right? And I say to them, I'm sinning. I say, hi, I'm sinning, bro. He say, man, I have something around my shirt or something. And say, I'm sinning, and I'm trying to figure out how could I be sinning if I have nothing around my shirt? And then he tried to tell me something about laws. Like if I look in something about laws that I'm in sin because I don't have thing around my shirt.
Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. What's your nationality?
Me not Jamaican, brother.
You say you Jamaican? Okay. You Rastafari?
No, I'm not Rastafari. I believe in Christ.
Okay, you believe in Christ. All praise to the Most High God. All right, so under Christ, let me ask you a question. Do you have to keep the commandments of God or no?
The commandments, what do you mean? The 10 Commandments?
No, all of the commandments. All of the commandments. For example, give me that Numbers 15:38. We make it quick.
Bring it out.
This is why he said that, bro. All right, so yeah. He said you was in sin. You know, you didn't know, but he was just trying to help you.
No, the man say, listen,
Hey, hold on one sec. I got you. Hold on one sec. Bruh, I'm going to hang up the phone, bruh. Hey, hold on. Give me a sec, man. I'm trying to deal with you, all right? Numbers 15:36. Come on.
The book of Numbers.
All right, click it. Hey, David, that's your people.
Hey. Bop.
Hey, put the camera on the Benji right down there. Disrespectful Benji, bro.
Out of mercy.
Tell your cousin don't be calling the line no more, man.
Right. Beach boy.
Hey, for those who are viewing for the first time, read the script.
Chill out.
Numbers 15:38. Read the script.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Come on.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments, throughout their generation.
That's all he was saying, man. We understand that those in Jamaica today are the tribe of Benjamin.
Yes,
That's right. Rebellious Benjamin.
Hey, not all, Cap. Some.
who man is this? Hey, but yeah, going back to the topic. Hey, we ain't taking no calls right now, man. We're gonna get through this topic, man.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Freedom Convoy. Go to the first article, please. This is going into what's happening to the truckers. Read that for me. Or play that, whichever it is.
Telephone service. You're not going to be able to call. You're not going to be able to live stream. You're not going to be able to do anything. It's going to be off.
What's going on with the truckers? Just moments ago, I'm getting a lot of subscribers from Canada telling me that they're losing service. They can't message people. They can't contact people. I look at the Convoy to Ottawa Restart, their main group page that had almost 1 million followers. That's gone. The Real Pack King was just giving a live feed, and his live feed, as he was giving it, was being turned off where he couldn't see anybody.
I have nobody in my live anymore. Is there still people there? Give them the thumbs up. Yeah, there's still people here, but my whole Facebook just went from 1,000 people down to nobody. There's nobody in my live feed.
And so he was sending money to truck drivers through messages and through email. But it looks like he won't be able to do that either. So they're cutting off communication, or somebody is cutting off communication.
Just now, gone ahead and eliminated my bank account for any option to receive or send email money transfers.
We don't know who, but it seems like this is definitely something that's going on right now. So mother truckers, especially the ones in Canada, let me know if this is happening to you, if you're losing communication with other truck drivers, because it seems like it's happening to definitely a lot of truck drivers out there.
They have eliminated any option for me to send emails and receive emails. If you need money and you need money from me, please message me via text.
Hey, you can stop it real quick. So they shut down his bank account. They have access, to his social media, of course, just like they do us. We say too much truth, what they normally do. They shut us down.
Right. Yep.
Same thing is going on, but I believe it was last week or the week before we went over how this is a self-inflicted food shortage or supply chain shortage.
Yep.
Why? What are they doing? They fired thousands of truck drivers.
Yeah. Right.
Thousands of truck drivers, and when the truck drivers try to speak up about what's really going on, they silence them.
Right.
They silence them, and anybody involved, and we're gonna touch that as well. Anybody involved with them, they're doing the same thing.
Right.
Go to the next article. So we have this is what we have to look forward to. Those who believe on Christ. Understand, I'm telling you, all of these little situations, these happenings that are occurring with these other groups, with these other people. Understand, it's gonna flip. And the same thing is going to happen to the Israelites. Yep. All right, go to the next article before we get into it.
This is rtnews.com.
Go ahead.
Bank freezes Freedom Convoy donations.
You see that? It says Bank freezes Freedom Convoy donations. Go ahead.
TD seeks to entrust the $1.4 million raised for the truckers to an Ontario court. The Toronto Dominion Bank has announced that it will not be handing over $1.4 million in donations to the Freedom Convoy, and is planning to surrender the money to the Ontario Superior Court of Justice instead.
Wait a second. So they stopped the money, and they're not even gonna give a refund.
Right.
Damn.
They just gonna say, nah, we're gonna put it over here. That money's
Just let it sit.
Exactly. That money's gone, bro.
Right.
Officer David, what you got?
Real quick, Cap. All right, so they want to fire all the truckers, and then they sit a lot of these bins out in the ocean. All right, so they cannot get in, and then they're going to strike up a famine. All right, all these things is already planned out by the so-called white man. All right, really quick, give me first Esdras 5 and 73. All right, because they think it's a secret. It's not a secret. The Israelites is going to shine the light, all right, through the Spirit of the Most High and on the Christ, on what's going on, so y'all could be hip and to get in front of it. All right, read that.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 73.
Read.
And by their secret plots.
Secret what?
Plots.
So they think it's a secret. All right, so they is on the planning all these things in secret. All right, all of it is coming into light. Read.
And popular persuasions.
And popular persuasions. All right, and so they're going to use the public, all right, against the Israelites on who is bringing this information out to the public. Read.
In commotions. They hindered the finishing of the building.
So they did what?
They hindered the finishing of the building.
So that's the purpose, man. They don't want the finishing of the building because that will bring in the end of Babylon the Great.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hey, let me get something real quick. To add on what Officer was just saying, to show you what you're dealing with here is well calculated. Give me Psalm chapter 64 and verse 4 to add on to what Officer was saying. Read that for me.
The book of Psalms chapter 64 and verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Just so you understand, nothing that the so-called white men made, they do it by accident. They well-calculated people.
Right.
All right, read.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
You hear that? They commune of laying snare. To commune, they come together with their secret tank. Their secret gathering.
What's a tink?
Tink.
So that was the dude who had the iron leg. Tink.
I'm sorry.
He needs some milk.
Oh, from Peter Pan.
Right. Really?
That's cold.
Oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying, Cap. If I said secret gathering, you know what I'm referring to.
Okay, secret gathering. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Their secret plot against who? The Israelites. Read on.
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
You see that? They accomplish a diligent search, meaning they learn about the ways how to get to get Israel, to get the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. Read on.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
You hear that? Both of every one of them, their heart is deep. Just to show you what you're seeing going on, like Cap was saying, all these shortages you see going on with the shortage of food, because they fired all these truck drivers that wouldn't be able to bring these food, make you thinking that there is a shortage, but there is no shortage. They stopped bringing things in. The same thing they did with the farmers. They make the farmers stop making crops and all this stuff. Those that had oil, it says pour them things out for no reason.
Right.
So you have a shortage. Then again, now you're talking about there's a famine.
Right.
Damn.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Just stop.
Hey, now David said something earlier. Give me Psalms 50, and I wanted verse 21 real quick, because you said earlier, as we get ourselves together, this is when they start, turning up the heat against us.
Right.
Read that for me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right. So God is as He establishes us. This is when we, start to see, like you said, the secret plots, them coming together to strategize to see what they can do to stop it.
Right.
It's just like the days of old, bro. It's just like the days of old, cutting off the food supply. Give me, no, I don't want to go there yet. Go back to the article. Go to the next article, actually, for the sake of time. That was a freeze accounts. Now we got the GoFundMe. Read that for me.
This is rtnews.com. Prosecutors gear up as GoFundMe redirects convoy donations. At least 2 state attorneys generals have asked donors to the Canadian truck protests to come forward after crowdfunding site seized their cash.
You see that? Crowdfunding site seized their cash. Hey, Israelites, you gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand? So what are we seeing? We're seeing bank account seized. We're seeing the GoFundMe seized.
Right.
They're taking the money. They ain't doing no refunds. You understand? I'm telling you. And this is strategic, just like Officer Obadiah said, to come against one group. They just haven't blatantly said it just yet. The climate isn't ready just yet. That's what that climate control is really about. Go ahead.
West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrissey and Ohio AG Dave Yost have urged citizens who donated to the anti-vaccine mandate Freedom Convoy in Canada to come forward. After crowdfunding site GoFundMe seized nearly $8 million in donation, Morrissey says the platform engaged in deceptive practices.
Go ahead.
In West Virginia, organizations must not deceive donors and engage in deceptive advertising practices.
So they're trying to flip the script. They're trying to say it's deceiving. Whatever the powers that be say is deceiving, that's law. It don't matter if it's truth. They try to say we deceive the people when we do nothing but teach the Bible. So whatever the narrative is, that's what they're gonna push. Give me that in Daniel 8 real quick. This one just came to my mind. Let's see. Daniel 8 and 25. I believe that's what I want. Policies.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, read that for me.
The book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25.
Come on.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Why? Because he makes it up.
Right.
And he's going to make sure if he says, you know what, that's against the law, they're going to uphold their law, whether it's right or wrong. Read it again.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Come on.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many.
It says, by peace shall destroy many. This is what they call peace right here. You understand? Many lives are getting destroyed because of what they're doing to the truckers.
Right.
You understand? Right now, Esau would say all we're trying to do is provide peace. But ultimately, behind closed doors, what are they doing? Just like you read earlier in Sirach 12:16, they're being deceitful, they're destroying people. And ultimately, it's going to flip back on the Israelites.
Right.
Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Right. When that day comes, we see our deliverance approaching when he tries to stand up against Christ, but he ain't going to win that battle.
No, sir.
Hey, let's continue because they're coming against the truckers. They're freezing the donations, the GoFundMes, the bank accounts. Watch this. Next article. The radio host one. Watch this.
This is RTnews.com.
Come on.
Canadian radio host sacked for supporting freedom protesters.
Right. It says he was sacked for supporting the protesters.
Damn.
Why are they protesting? Because they got fired.
Right.
You understand? Since when is that a bad thing? You want your job back, your way of living. You understand? Go ahead.
Popular Vancouver radio host Kid Carson has been fired for saying the Freedom Convoy isn't filled with racists. Post-millennial. If you think the trucker convoy in Ottawa is a racist movement, you've been tricked. You've been fooled, he said in what turned out to be his last segment. Though members of the public lauded Carson a hero, Z95.3 didn't feel the same and decided to let him go.
You see that he got fired for supporting the freedom protesters. So not just the truckers themselves, anybody who helps them.
Right.
Anybody who sticks up for them, they're coming after them too.
Right.
What you got, officer?
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. What we got to realize is this is an eye opener for us, and if it ain't opening your eyes, you need to open your eyes because we're realizing we claim and scream that we're free in America. Give me that in Nehemiah chapter 9 verse 37, because you're seeing that they have control over everything you deal with. We think nobody of our color can shut down people's accounts like that. Like even Oprah Winfrey with all of her money, they can close her account and shut her down like that. Read that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and verse 37.
Read.
And it yielded much increase unto the kings, whom thou hast set over us because of our sins.
Because of our sins, the Most High God set a nation over us that hate us. It speaks about that in Leviticus 26:17. Read.
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
They have what?
Dominion over our bodies.
So understand that they have dominion over us. They can do things to us that we can't do to them. We can't get mad at them and shut down their accounts and do all of this. They have power to do that. We can't get mad and break rules and make them hold them accountable to rules that we're not held to. They have dominion over us. And the Bible prophesied that was one of our curses in Deuteronomy 28, verse 46 on down.
Go to the next article for me. We got to switch gears real quick before we wrap up. Go to the video, the hoarding video. Watch this.
Led many people to realize that the system had to face over the past years.
Can we go to the marker?
The shortages and supply chain disruptions we had to face over the past years led many people to realize that the system is much more vulnerable than it appears. And from that point on, consumer psychology radically changed. Most Americans have never dealt with such extensive shortages and sharp price hikes in their entire lives. They weren't used to buying in bulk because they assumed goods would always be available at the stores. Needless to say, those times are long gone. Now, prepping is becoming increasingly more common as supply chain problems continue to compound and food inflation spins out of control. The average American had to confront a harsh reality: be prepared or be hungry. The health crisis was definitely a wake-up call for tens of millions of consumers who finally could see with their own eyes that neither the government nor big corporations would come to their rescue and help them when things start to fall apart. Most of our so-called leaders were nowhere to be found at the peak of the outbreak in 2020, when people started to panic buy food, wipe out supermarket shelves at record speed, and fight over toilet paper in a frenzy unlike anything we've ever seen. An article just published by the Wall Street Journal.
Whew. Pray for us.
You gotta pray for them.
You gotta pray for us. What time is it at? IT? The video?
3:15.
Was that
3:15?
Oh, okay, I thought it was only supposed to go to 2:40. Okay, so yeah, it was going over the hoarding, right? It's now what people want to be proactive, right? They want to be proactive. Give me Acts real quick. I want to deal with this. Then I'll kick it over to you, officers, before we close. Brothers and sisters, understand this: Esau, they don't play around. You understand? So what a lot of us is going to happen to a lot of us because we're procrastinators. You understand? And notice we've been going over this topic every week for a reason. You understand? I always try to fit something about the prepping into every week's show so it can always be in the forefront of our minds. But what's going to happen, a lot of us, when we actually go to the store and when we actually try to order something, it's not going to be any more left. All right? Because we played around, we saw all the warnings, and we didn't take heed. Okay? I'm going to just show you biblically what our forefathers did when it came to famine. All right? We didn't just sit around. All right? We made provisions and we took care of business. All right? Acts 11, and I believe it's 28.
The book of Acts, chapter 11 and verse 28.
Yep.
And there stood up one of them named Agabus, and signified by the Spirit that there should be a great dearth throughout all the world, which came to pass in the days of Claudius Caesar.
Come on.
Then the disciples, every man according to his ability, determined to send relief unto the brethren which dwelt in Judea.
Right. That's what we got to do. We have to follow the same exact example in these last days.
Right.
The Bible is the blueprint. You understand? And God, he's allowing us to see exactly what's about to pop off.
Right.
All right, so brothers and sisters, make sure y'all take heed out there. Don't take these classes lightly from the leadership. Don't take, when we go over this lightly, because it is coming. Last thing you want to do, like the video said, when it break out, you ain't got no alternative. You ain't got no plan. That's not where you want to be, brothers and sisters. And it's not just here in the United States. Give me the other two. It's going on in Britain, going on in China. It's going on everywhere.
Right.
Go to the next one. Read
This
that.
is TheGuardian.com. Britain's long consumer binge is ending, and the political fallout will be huge. The cost of living crisis is a direct challenge to the kind of lives many of us have become accustomed to living.
Now think about what happened during the Great Depression. You had Edomites jumping out of skyscrapers. Because you know the stock market crashed. Now you mean to tell me? Because think about the way we live here in America is different, bro. We are nourished here. Okay, we are well off. Our poor is not a poor over in Africa or over in the Caribbean. Our poor is different. You still good. But check this out. When people are now have to live lives that they're not accustomed to, bro, not only are they be killing themselves, it's going to be even more insurrections. We thought that the capital city riot was something. No, we haven't seen anything yet, man. Do me a favor. Go to the one in China real quick. Go to the one in China. Because remember, China holds, 70% of the Earth's crop when it comes to rice.
Yeah.
All right, so I can't say abundance, but they got more than everybody else.
Right.
All right, read that.
This is RTnews.com. China calls on families to hoard food for winter.
You see that? They're calling on people to prepare for the winter. Winter's coming. Read.
Beijing has urged families to start stockpiling food ahead of winter amid food shortage fears. After severe weather destroyed crops in Shandong, the country's biggest vegetable growing region. Prices of broccoli, cucumbers, and spinach all reportedly doubled in October.
Damn.
With the latter even pricier than some cuts of pork. All ingredients are traditionally in high demand ahead of the Lunar New Year.
So we see America, they doing it on purpose. They probably doing it on purpose over there too. We can't prove it. But as we see the days approaching, hey, we got to gird ourselves up, brothers and sisters, and we got to prepare. So, hey, we about to wrap it up, man. It's been another episode of Writers on the Wall radio show. Yeah, the thing we do here on the show.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah. Put that camera on the officers, man. Just... Oh, Obadiah, he was nervous as hell. Keep it rolling. Keep it going. Keep it panning. He looks... Go ahead. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Oh.
All right. So, hey, this week's winner is Officer Elijah.
All praise.
That's 2 in a row, right?
2 in a row.
Officer got 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's called a win streak.
I'm surrounded by great people.
All right.
I learned from the best.
All right, all praise to the both sides. hey, all praises, man.
Keep it safe. Keep it
I know
safe.
I enjoyed doing the show. All praises.
All
Lord's
praise
will,
to
we
the
get another
both sides.
opportunity to be back here next week. To my right.
Shalom, Officer Obadiah.
Shalom, Israel. Officer Elijah.
All right, I'm Officer David, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, so we're Israel United in Christ. It's been Writers on the Wall radio show. Lord's will we be back with another show next week.
Right.
That's right.
And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.